It all started with a simple invitation to spend the weekend at my cousin's house in the countryside. Little did I know, it would turn into a nightmare that would haunt me for the rest of my life. As we arrived at their secluded farmhouse, an eerie silence hung in the air. The old wooden structure creaked with every step, and the shadows seemed to dance across the walls. My cousins greeted us with forced smiles, their eyes betraying a hint of something sinister. The first night passed uneventfully, but as the moon rose on the second day, strange occurrences began to unfold. Whispers echoed through the hallways, and the floorboards groaned as if someone or something was walking upon them. My cousins brushed it off as the house settling, but I couldn't shake the feeling that we were not alone. Then, the laughter began. A chilling, high-pitched cackle that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. It would start softly, like a distant echo, and then crescendo into a deafening roar that pierced our very souls. My cousins insisted they couldn't hear it, but the sound grew louder and more menacing with each passing hour. As the weekend drew to a close, the laughter reached a fever pitch, driving me to the brink of madness. In a desperate attempt to escape, I fled the house, only to find myself lost in the vast, darkened fields surrounding the property. That's when I saw it, a figure in the distance, silhouetted against the moonlight, laughing uncontrollably. As I drew closer, I realized with horror that it was one of my cousins, their eyes wide and vacant, their mouth twisted into a grotesque grin. In that moment, I understood the truth. The laughter was not a haunting, but a descent into madness that had consumed my cousins long ago. And as I stood there, paralyzed with fear, the laughter echoed through the night, a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying horrors are the ones that lurk within the human mind. As I fled deeper into the darkened fields, the laughter seemed to pursue me relentlessly. It reverberated through the night, surrounding me, taunting me with its maddening cackles. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs could carry me no further. Finally, I collapsed to the ground, gasping for air, my mind reeling from the night's horrific events. That's when I heard it, footsteps slowly approaching from behind. I turned to see the silhouetted figures of my cousins emerging from the shadows, their vacant eyes glowing in the moonlight. They closed in around me, their twisted grins stretching impossibly wide as the laughter grew louder, more frenzied. I cowered in fear, covering my ears in a futile attempt to block out the deafening sound. Suddenly, one of my cousins lurched forward, their bony fingers wrapping around my throat. As they leaned in close, I could see the madness burning in their eyes, their laughter now a guttural, inhuman sound. "Join us," they rasped, their hot breath reeking of insanity. "Become one with the laughter." I thrashed and struggled, but their grip was like iron. As the others joined in, their laughter reaching a fever pitch, I felt my sanity slipping away. The last thing I remember was the sound of my own voice, joining in their haunting chorus as the darkness closed in around me. When the search party finally found me days later, I was little more than a hollow shell, my mind shattered by the haunting laughter that had consumed me utterly. To this day, I remain institutionalized, forever trapped in a waking nightmare where the only sound is the echoing cackles that haunt my every moment, a cruel reminder of the night I lost my soul to the haunting laughter. Thanks for listening to my story. Please like and subscribe to my channel.